I hope he is able to achieve that by the end of the year.
It's an ambitious goal, but I think that he can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The excitement.
The Total Rumble Live. Here are the rules. 2 competitors will start in this ring. Every 60 seconds, another competitor will enter. Eliminations can occur by being thrown over the top rope with both feet hitting the floor. The last participant standing in this ring will gain the right to challenge for either the Monster Factory Arena or Supersonic Championships.
Big stakes for the winner of this Rumble.
What a familiar song. We heard this to start the night, but who could it be? Could it be the god of Dad Bod? Could it be Marvelous? Or
could it be Mini Marvelous?
Could it be Mini Marvelous?
Wow, I hope it's
We'll
Mini
just
Marvelous.
have to wait and see, Pete. My excitement's through the roof.
Introducing.
It is a regular-sized Marvelous here tonight.
The light.
Representing the Body Snatchers, this is Marvelous.
The light of all that is.
I know we were talking about Mini Marvelous, but this regular-sized Marvelous is no joke. I've been on the receiving end of his kicks from the Galaxy Breaker. He is a brutal, feral competitor.
Who drew entrant number 2?
And the speed of Marvelous you cannot overlook.
From Westchester,
Oh!
Pennsylvania, she is one
We're off to a hot start tonight, Christian.
Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, the notorious Mimi!
One of the most decorated professional wrestlers to come through the Monster Factory, folks. That is the notorious Mimi, a former NXT superstar, back here, back at her home, wrestling in the Total Wrestling Rumble.
Here we go, we're off, Christian. Every 60 seconds, a new competitor will enter the ring.
Is this a... Oh!
Oh!
A secret handshake?
Apparently so.
I heard that's how you get into the Skull and Bones, Pete.
I wouldn't know anything about that. As a Penn State alumnus. Into the ropes.
Oh!
Shoulder block from Mimi.
Again, Mimi being one of the most decorated people alongside Twitch, but again, the Monster Factory Heavyweight Championship has eluded her whole career, winning almost every
could this
single
be an early elimination?
Like I said.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Are we going to see it again? Because I loved it.
A little bit of Latin spice from Marvelous here.
Here we go.
Are we going back to the conga line?
Oh,
no! Learning his lesson. Oh, could this be an early elimination?
That's, here it comes.
And just like that.
Oh, this guy. Really?
Now, you don't have to be an eagle-eyed viewer to know that Jake Manley was just wrestling a couple of matches ago. That's definitely going to affect his performance here at the Monster Factory with 2 people that are fresh.
I will say, though, if ever there was a good 60 seconds to just beat the living daylights out of Jake Manley, Marvelous, and Mimi, this is the time to do it.
Well, he has something to prove, losing earlier tonight and just being disgraced, being thrown out of the ring by Christian Darling.
Knocking Marvelous to the ground. Mimi misses with a kick.
Oh, could this be a burning? No! Going in the torture rack position, spinning her around, giving her down.
Torture spin and a backbreaker.
God.
Jake Manley, despite wrestling earlier, looks fresh and looks mean. Going after Marvelous.
And just like that, we have another entrant here in the Total Wrestling Rumble.
Oh! Silver Lobo from sunny Acapulco, Mexico, with a big DDT on Jake Manley.
Now, was Silver Lobo one of the conquistadors earlier? I still don't know the identity of whoever that was. Oh!
Side slam on Mimi. Marvelous misses with the kick. Lobo picks him up. Atomic drop.
Right on the tuchus.
That's it. Put the boots to him, Lobo. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be unbiased? Because I'm not.
Hey, it's not that kind of journalism here,
I was going to
Pete.
say, thank goodness. No fairness doctrine in wrestling.
Already over the ropes.
Would this be the first elimination? Marvelous intercepting Jake Manley as Mimi tries to work on getting Silver Lobo out, and we're ready for our 5th entrant.
Isaac Taylor.
Isaac Taylor just wrestling in the match previous to this already. Oh!
Just getting bounced around like a ping pong ball.
Again, he just went back to the locker room only to come right back out this early on. What an unlucky drawing for Isaac Taylor.
The smart thing for Isaac Taylor to do is to just kind of hang around in the background and hope that nobody notices him. But that's not Isaac Taylor's spirit.
Hey, you see him
now.
giving some very jaw-jacking punches to Silver Lobo, trying to lift him over the ropes, while Jake Manley
what is
gets him
this?
into an electric chair position. Right on his Bing Boys and out of the ring. Our first elimination here, unfortunately, to Isaac Taylor.
Hopefully he doesn't have to walk back to Abington. Jake Manley.
Number 6.
Really feeling the beat here.
Cameron Pierce.
Cameron Pierce, one of our juniors here, who holds a victory over Nick Petit and world renowned, might I add.
Hey,
That just brings a smile to my face, Pete.
superstar of the future right here. Teeing off on Silver Lobo with that clothesline. Everyone else just sort of watching Cameron Pierce go to work.
Now, Cameron Pierce reminds me of one of those young wrestlers that you hear about, the Tyson kids, the Hart children that learn so early on and have all of this experience by the time that they turn of age to start wrestling for a larger company. He's going to be wiser beyond his years.
No, this isn't good. Come on, Jake.
Oh, who are you to bully a child?
Right? There we go.
Oh, well,
Hey, wait a second. He looks familiar. Does he look familiar to you, Christian?
that is Liam Black, if that's what you're wondering, Pete.
Well,
Is that what you're asking?
I mean,
Oh!
I think I may have seen him earlier tonight. Just,
What makes you say that?
I don't know. There's just something. He just gives off a Gold LeMay vibe, I guess. I don't know. Liam Black, of course, coming up from Maryland to the Monster Factory. Once again, putting the boots
Again,
to Jake Manley.
Liam Black's one of the most impressive people here at the Monster Factory, only having a month of training before actively working on shows. Isn't that something, Pete?
That's he's only 19 years old. A lot of young competitors in this Rumble.
Oh, driving the back of his head onto that bottom rope.
Meanwhile, Mimi putting the boots to Cameron Pierce. Marvelous taking up
Oh,
Silver
my-
Lobo.
Focus.
Well, Lobo is in and out. And here is
Nick Petit.
Nick Petit.
The Focus.
Oh, God. I need an Excedrin every time I see or hear that song.
Nick Petit wasting no time, and he thrives by hearing the hate from this crowd.
Hey, no love lost here from the Monster Factory faithful out here in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Nick Petit driving
Liam Black down.
Liam
Jake
Black into his
Manley
back.
tangling with Cameron Pierce. Big boot from Mimi.
Is Liam Black out? Oh! Sliding to the bottom rope. Stay
Staying
on
in.
there. Well, listen, Pete, I do not have any love lost. I will tell you my honest opinion about Nick Petit. One of the slimiest, most despicable people here at the Monster Factory.
But you cannot deny Nick Petit's talent.
I will never deny Nick Petit's talent, but I will, in fact, denigrate his character. Sorry, I was getting caught up in Frankie Picard here. What a venomous competitor here, even having the symbiote right on his gear.
Knocking Cameron Pierce to the ground. Oh, big kick to Marvelous.
Oh!
And Marvelous strikes right back.
Oh!
Whoop.
Oh!
Are they
Could he
keeping
be
up?
out quickly?
Make it so.
Card has been eliminated.
They made it so. Christian tossing him over the top rope.
Well, it's because he pulled his punch on Mimi. I don't know what that was. Here at the Monster Factory, it's equal rights and equal lefts.
I'll tell you, it's
The God
whoa business.
And there's Mini Marvelous!
Business, as they say, is about to pick up. If you're anyone other than Marvelous, you don't want to be here.
Now, Pete, the biggest question here is, if we get to the final three, who is going over the top ropes? Could we see a little bit of dissension here with the Body Snatchers? And could Mini Marvelous be our #1 contender?
That would be unusual. I'll tell you, I've been saying it, I'm not a bandwagon person here, Christian. I love the Dad of Godbod's fashion sense. These Hawaiian shirts of his are amazing. They're retro, they're chic, and right now they're effectively choking Nick Petit in the corner.
There's something.
And now Mimi. Well,
Hey, I'd love to join in too.
Look who's joining us on commentary here, Christian. It's
Mini Marvelous.
Mini Marvelous himself.
Let's actually let Mini Marvelous get something to say here.
Stick him right here.
The floor is yours, Mini Marvelous.
Oh, it's prime time. Christian Darling making his way to the ring. Jake Manley. Oh, these two are going to go right at it following their encounter earlier this evening. Nick Petit choking out the God of Dad Bod. Marvelous is still in this, and Mimi, both of those two, the first two entrants in the match. At some point in time, it looks like Cameron Pierce was eliminated.
Mini Marvelous wanted me to let you know that his odds-on favorite here tonight are the Body Snatchers.
I mean, I would be shocked if it were anyone else.
The God of Dad Bod stalking, seeing the playing field here.
Where did Nick Petit just go? He's not eliminated, we know that. Christian Darling, meanwhile, locking up with Jake Manley.
Neither
There
is
goes
the
Mimi.
notorious Mimi, bringing Nick Petit back in the ring.
I gotta tell you though.
I think you know this song.
Wait.
I know this song.
Who is it? Oh!
Mr. Friday Night himself, Mark Raspa Jr.
It's Raspa or Riot here in the Total Wrestling Rumble. Oh! Sling blade on Nick Petit.
I get goosebumps.
DDT on Mimi.
I get goosebumps every time from a reaction like that.
Can you hear this crowd?
Singing in unison.
These two, big history. Of course, the God of Dad Bod has left Mark Raspa Jr. for dead on multiple occasions. Oh, trading blows back and forth. Liam
Come
Black.
on.
I was about to say how surreal it was that Mimi and the Body Snatchers were, had an alliance, but never mind.
Let's talk about how Mark Raspa was able to stand his ground with the God of Dad Bod, somebody that clearly has a size.
Here comes Twitch, going right after Liam Black in the corner, attacking Marvelous. Christian Darling locking up with Nick Petit. Petit is not eliminated, though. He's just hanging on. Oh! Cutter by Twitch. Raspa perilously on the outside, holding on to that top rope. Ow! Taking down Jake Manley. Mimi holding on for dear life.
Well, Twitch, driving his foot right into the God of Dad Bod's face.
This is irresistible force and immovable object right here, Christian. In the corner, Twitch just pounding on the God of Dad Bod.
Oh no, Mark Raspa has been eliminated!
What? Oh.
Number 14.
My goodness.
Jake Manley making no friends tonight.
That was almost a quick and you'll miss it moment here. So much action going on, so many people. And of
Chris
course,
Desmond bouncing around the ring. Oh, that's right. Oh, I mean, you could hit Nick Petit. Oh.
of course, Chris Desmond back here. And again, what did you expect from the crowd?
Wow, they're on Jake Manley.
Now they're on Jake Manley.
He's heard worse.
You know, Pete, I've heard Chris Desmond described as a poor man's Christian Rocco.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Have you
That's,
noticed since World Renowned kicked him out, they've kind of gone downhill? They've lost the tag titles to Oliver and some other guy.
Some other guy. Yeah.
Oh!
Mimi just hammering Jake Manley in the corner. Chris Desmond looks like he got his bell rung.
That song! That is Brian Murphy! I caught his shirt tonight! I was not expecting to catch his shirt tonight!
We're going to have a full wardrobe before the evening's over, Christian. We've got the Got a Dad Bod shirt. We got a world-renowned shirt.
I am most certainly getting a world-renowned shirt.
Well,
what are you going to use that for? Toilet paper?
I'm just
Come
saying,
on.
hey, look, there's sleeves on it, so you know that it's not Brian Morris's.
Brian Murphy!
Brian Murphy from the world-famous Monster Factory, our broadcast partner, going right after Chris Desmond.
What a suplex! Suplex! Oh!
Jake Manley. Right. He got kicked right in the face. I love it.
I don't think that had the same ring as Brian Murphy from the world-famous Monster Factory.
Twitch, of course, going after Manley with the assistance of Marvelous. Mimi.
Oh!
Hitting.
The Broad Street Bully coming right back in, going underneath the ropes.
Nick Petit just taking his time. Oh!
Going into the fetal position. It's like that trick when they put somebody in a ball, you know, you can't really get at them. You just kind of have to roll them over.
Shut up, Christian!
Well, wow, Got a Dad Bod. He certainly told you. Of course,
he may have won the fans over, but he hasn't won me over.
And he wasn't actually winning over Brian Murphy as they were going at each other there earlier. Christian Darling in the corner with Chris Desmond, the middleweight champion. Middleweight medallion holder, I should say.
And over in the other corner, we're seeing blow for blow. The Got a Dad Bod and Jake Manley.
Oh! Chris Desmond almost taking out Twitch.
Oh!
What? Oh, and Twitch is gone.
Been eliminated.
Brian Murphy dropping him on his face.
Brian Murphy.
Come on, Brian, pick him up and get him out. Take advantage of that.
Desmond.
Oh, well, there's people blocking the way. Brian, pick another corner. Do something, Brian. Don't let him fight back.
Oh! The God of Dad Bod, who was my odds-on favorite to win, has been eliminated. Christian Darling.
Fight back, Brian.
He's
there
out.
Has been eliminated.
Well, world
Thank
renowned
you,
and
Christian
Brian
Darling.
Murphy going at it, blow for blow here.
And
Oh no, Brian!
oh!
Oh no!
Wow!
Brian Murphy has been eliminated.
And I'll tell you what, I don't know if you caught this, Christian, but the God of Dad Bod just hauled Jake Manley out of here, probably to put him in the trunk of a car and drive him to the middle of a field and drop him off.
Well, my disappointment is immeasurable seeing Brian Murphy. I think he just got too exuberant, Pete.
We are
Down to our final five.
Yep.
Look at that standoff, and now going blow for blow, while Mimi seems to precariously be perched on the top rope. Could this be a
great
crossbody?
Crossbody takes out both of them.
What a
Chris
smart
Desmond
move.
out over the top rope, but holds on. Same with Christian Darling, holding on.
See, that's the ring IQ there, Pete. While everybody's going at it blow for blow, Mimi was looking for another option.
Mimi, a smart competitor. Nick Petit on Marvelous in the corner. The question is, you'd think that for World Renowned, with Chris Desmond and Nick Petit in the ring, that the odds would be in their favor if they're on the same page. But with World Renowned these days, you never know.
There certainly has been a little bit of a love-hate relationship with World Renowned lately, Pete.
Nick Petit is still in it. Nick Petit.
How would you classify World Renowned's relationship?
Oh, and
Well,
so much for that.
It's single now.
Chris Desmond, the last sole surviving member of World Renowned in this match.
Oh! Did you hear that, Pete? The crowd's calling him a bum.
Well,
I couldn't agree more. Again,
this is, if you're Chris Desmond right now, he wants a timeout, but there's no timeouts in battle royals.
Pete, I see you have a notebook there. Can
Yes.
you check it? Does it have the rules in there? Does it say anything about timeouts?
There's nothing here for timeouts, Christian.
Pete, we're down to the final four here. Almost all of them representing a tag team.
Oh, Marvelous is gone.
Been eliminated.
No more body snatchers.
And then there were three, Pete. We have Christian Darling, the Notorious Mimi, and Chris Desmond.
And you have to give credit to Mimi. She was the #1 entrant in this Rumble, and she's still here down in the final three.
Certainly an Iron Woman here, Pete. Whoa! A lot of force throwing Mimi out of the ring, coming right back in. Chris Desmond. Oh! Getting.
Mimi's gone. We're down to our final two, Christian. Chris Desmond, Christian Darling.
Chris Desmond certainly dazed from that beatdown, being ganged up on by three other people. I think his wits aren't about him. Maybe his sight's a little off because that heat seeker did not connect with Christian Darling. Oh! But that blow did, and so did Christian Darling's. Back and forth, back and forth. Who's going to get the best of it? And of course, he takes the low road, Pete.
He always does.
Not surprising from somebody like Chris Desmond.
But here's the thing with Christian Darling. He has the strength, he has the endurance, and he also has the crowd on his side because no one here. See?
I don't think he's winning over the crowd here tonight. I think we've established that.
Did they?
Oh!
Throws him back in.
Tossed up into the air, Pete. Did you see how high he tossed him?
That's the strength and power of Christian Darling. Big clothesline in the corner.
I understand that Chris Desmond's a middleweight, but that's still throwing a grown man up into the sky, Pete.
And keep in mind here, Christian, what's at stake. The winner of this Rumble gets a shot at the Supersonic Championship or
Could
the
this be
Arena
it?
Championship.
There's a little bit of a struggle here.
Holding on for dear life is Chris
Whoa.
Desmond.
Oh!
Big kick.
That's what you want to do. You want to stay right in the middle. If you're Christian Darling, you don't want to get down to that dangerous position by the ropes.
Nope.
That could cost you here, Pete.
Both of these competitors, though, Christian, have been in this match for a while. They're starting to feel the effects. Cardio is going to come into play at this point. Who has the best conditioning? Who can find the strength to throw their opponent over the top
Grabbing him by
rope?
the seat of his pants. Could this be it? Oh, Chris Darling is fighting back. He is not letting this one leave. Only for Chris Desmond to go over the top rope. He is in a dangerous position, Pete. Could this be? Oh!
Chris Desmond, smart, very great ring awareness skills, going up to the top rope.
Oh!
Christian Darling seeing that coming from a mile away. Chris Desmond, though, working to get back to his feet.
Christian Darling teeing up. Could this be it?
It's
yes!
We have a winner!
Has been eliminated.
That is it, folks!
That's it.
The winner of Total Rumble Live, prime time, Christian Darling.
What time is it, Christian?
It is 10:05, but
it's prime time, baby.
I do believe